Hey! Alright everybody, how's it going? Back on the old e-bike, you know, still ticking along. I know I'm taking a long time, but you know, it's just the way it is, isn't it? I am a bit slow. But I bought something. I know it's not a box of plutonium for dark brown, it's actually a crimper. Let me just show you a minute. It's the cheapest hydraulic crimper I could find on eBay. It was $23.99, I think. It looks okay for what it is. It's just basically a hydraulic jack type thing, and it jacks the crimps together. These dies look a bit suspect, but we'll find out if they're any good. You come along with me, come and join my journey to see if this is a success or a fail. Anyway, let's have a look how the crimps go. Ahoy! Hey! Alright, how's it going? Right, so, anyway, I was talking about this old crimperoo, wasn't I? So, I got these 3 wires here, green, yellow and blue, and they gotta be, I gotta put these crimping, whatever they're called, on the end of these, so they can get put on here. And also I need to put a red and a black plus and a minus. They need to be done with these as well. Oh, I'm getting a crick in the neck. So I need them to be crimped with my cheap crimper. So let's have a closer look what comes with the crimper in the box. That's what I meant to say. I can't get up. Okay, let's have a look. What's in the box then? I can't even get that one open. Oh! Okay. Hydraulic crimping tools. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. The tool pressure could be automatically adjusted in any direction. Stable crimping in low resistance and high efficiency. Anyway, this is what it is. So, get the crimping tool. Now, I did notice some seals. I'm just wondering, have they put extra seals in because these are prone to blowing the seals, or are they just being kind and giving extra seals? I don't know. But anyway, so you get some extra sealy things, and then you get the crimping tools, and I think the biggest one is 50, and the smallest one, which I think is the smallest one is on the actual thing is a 4. 4 is quite small. The one I'm going to be after is the 10 for our focus. So I'll be using the 10s, I think that one there, and that one there. So that's basically it. That's what comes in the box. And the crimping tool itself. I will say mine, it's just, and all it is a pump action. This is to lock it and unlock it. Just you unscrew that. And you pump it, and that's it really, that's basically it. Okay, let's get on with the crimping. Right, okay, I think I better do a test. I better do a test crimp first before I start messing about with them wires down there. I think I'll do a test crimp. So, it's so difficult to open this thing. Right. Okay, so I'll need this bit here, number 10s. Let's take these ones out. That there. Right. I got 2 number 10s. pop them in there. Like so. Alley-oop. Now, so look at these. Yeah. I haven't looked online, and I'm just gonna just have a go for it. Might make a big pig's ear of it, but how hard can it be? How hard can it be, you said, isn't it? So I'm assuming that, let's have a look at this one a minute, right? So this crimp here has got some wire exposed. I don't know why, but I think I'll go with that sort of method. Like a little bit sticking out, I suppose, is there? So let's have a look. How long will it need to be? Right. Let's try in this fresh bit by here, right? So we'll say it's going to stop about by there. So I'll cut it about there, I'd say, right? So I'm going to cut it about there, like that. It's just a test bit, so I'm not going to be fancy smanchy or anything, but I'll try not to cut any bits like that. Okay. I assume you give it the old twist-a-roo around like that, otherwise it won't go in, will it, otherwise? So let's just give that the old twist, and then I'm going to spin this one, try and spin this on as well, like that, so it all goes in like that, okay? So I've left quite a lot there, but so I know now. Let's I'm going to measure that with there, so look. Well, I can see I've taken that much off. That's a bit too much. So let's twist that back on there, like that. Now, going by example of this one, they've done a crimperoo, then they've done another crimperoo. So I don't know if I can replicate that or not, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So let's just check this is in the right position. Go up there. Make sure that's right there. Pop that in like that. I'm going to say about somewhere about there. How can I do this without it falling? Can I do it that way like that? No, it's going to fall down, isn't it? Or we just lay it down like that then. So let's just lay it down flat like that. Oh, this is a pain in the bum, isn't it? So I got it in there like that, okay? That's how I've got it. So let's give it the old squishy squasher. Right, that's as tight as it goes there, right? Is it going to be crimped? I don't know. I can't pull it out, look. I cannot pull it out. So, let's try what they did with their sort of... That's as hard as I'm squished as hard as I can on it though. So. Not quite as good as that one, is it? Sort of the same though. That's a bigger thing though, isn't it? That's a more beefy, same size hole, but a bit more beef on that one. But I think I can't pull it out of there. Like I can't pull it out. So I think I'm gonna call that a success. Except that's too long there. I'm gonna say okay to that, I think. What do you think? Do you think that's okay or not? Can you see it? I don't know if I can. I'm putting it in the right place there. It's gone a bit funny there, but because I could have gone slightly higher there. I need an extra hand to hold it, but there we are. Crimped. So when I did the second crimp on the actual bike itself, I realised that if I put the connector into the crimping tool and then, put it in there lightly, clamp it down lightly so I don't compress it, then it's held there and I can put the wire in and I don't need 26 hands to do the job. So that's the way I did it for the second crimp. So here we go. This is the second crimp I did, and this is the actual wire coming from the hub motor that I shortened, and it turned out pretty good. So what I did then was I put some heat shrink on, and it turned out alright. So there you go, heavy duty-ish crimping on the cheap. And I mean, it was pretty cheap, wasn't it? $23.99. Anyway, that's the end of the video, this one. It was a bit boring, but crimping's a bit boring, but that's all I had to do, so that's all you get in. Anyway, if you like this video, give it the old thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ho-hoi!